bankrupt. What this man leaked to Trump seconds ago wasn't supposed to get out. The Trump economy is taking root, and it is the media who won't show you what is happening. Charles Payne got on Fox Business News and discussed the roaring economic numbers. The corrupt liberal media is not reporting on what he said much. Watch why.
I won't tell you, and other business channels have been loath to discuss the Donald Trump rally or economy, other than to occasionally call it a bump. And then, of course, when it's going down, to say, hey, the Trump economy is crashing. I'm going to show you the real deal, what's happening right now. The economy is rocking because the post-election enthusiasm, what they call soft data, is really turning into reality, and it's not a flash in the pan. Yesterday, the Atlanta Fed looked at its outlook for the current quarter, a rate of growth of 4.1%. This after strong data on housing and factory use along with production. I actually combed through those numbers last night, and two things leaped out at me. The capacity in iron and steel and oil and gas improved sharply. You got to remember, these are industries that have very high-paying jobs, and they require big capital investments to expand. They are the real building blocks of our economy. It should also be noted that these industries were in free fall going into the election. Now, last Friday, retail sales showed a shift back to people eating at restaurants rather than just buying groceries. For me, it was another sign of confidence in the economy and potential wage gains. And you know what? The news was corroborated today. Last night, earnings from Red Robin, which makes gourmet burgers, and Jack in the Box sent both of those stocks significantly higher today. And even the demise of retail, to a degree, is exaggerated. After the bell, LB Brands posted their earnings, came in much better than expected. They were confident enough to guide higher for the whole year. That stock is up as much as 6% in the after-hours trading. So from housing to wages to corporate profits and investment, there are remarkable things that are happening to this economy, and nobody will talk about it. I will, and I think Liz Peek will. She joins me now. Liz, listen, the work I did, for instance, with industrial production and capacity utilization sounds boring. No one wants to do it, but you comb through those numbers and you start to compare where we were a year ago, a few years ago, and it's hopeful because this is not things that are done on a whim. You don't build an iron ore factory on a whim.
It all has to do with confidence, and we saw those confidence indicators not only from individuals, but small businesses and CEOs of big businesses start to rise immediately after the election, based on the premise that Trump was going to undo a lot of the regulation that Obama had slapped on industry during his 8 years, and also on the premise that we were going to see tax reform that was going to be helpful to investors and to small business owners and to big business. So where are we now? As you say, that's translated into real activity. We have seen a jump in industrial production. It's accelerating. It's not just that it's up, it's accelerating. And by the way, where does that go next? It goes to real wages accelerating on a rising rate of increase. So that's where you get these better restaurant numbers. That's where you get a lot of really hard data that's led to earnings being up almost 14% in the first quarter. We're going to have a very, very good second quarter earnings number. It's very exciting.
These are blue-collar jobs, by the way. I mean, maybe this is why they're not sexy to the mainstream media, because these are manufacturing jobs, construction jobs, mining jobs, coal miners. You know, there's some coal mines on the metallurgical side that are paying bonuses now. That was unheard of a couple of months ago. $1,000 bonuses. People are already saying they're getting pay increases, and yet we don't hear it. I mean, am I being too sensitive to think that this is the mainstream media just not wanting to share this kind of news, or do they not know about it?
Well, look, the media hates Donald Trump, and so anything that you can possibly say is good news because of Donald Trump, they're going to probably not be very keen to share. And after I look at the reaction to this market, everyone's piling on. This is all about Donald Trump's problems bringing the market down. How many of those people have talked about the fact that it's up over 13% since the election because of Donald Trump?
Down
you can't have it both ways,
down
right?
20,000, crickets, crickets, crickets. Liz Peek, you know what's great about you? You're honest, and when you think there's something wrong, you say it. When you think there's something great, you say it. That's why you're one of the best in the business. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Well,
the corrupt liberal media has refused to report on this good news. Charles Payne, so from housing to wages to corporate profits and investment, there are remarkable things that are happening to this economy, and nobody will talk about it. jobs in all sorts of industries, has stifled the Obama administration, and they are making a resurgence due to the confidence in the Trump economy. American coal mining, American steel, American oil are on the extreme upswing. The increased jobs in these areas is going to increase the numbers of jobs in the restaurant businesses and other businesses. The Atlanta Fed reported that the GDP in the second quarter is supposed to be at 4%. This is the first time in many, many years none of this is going to be touched on by the liberal media. The media is waging a war on President Trump, and we need you to help fight with him. Share this if you are glad that Trump is bringing the American economy back. Well, from your mouth to God's ears, let's hope this is true. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.